Hi, Russell here from Ausclimate. I'm here today to talk with you about the unboxing and the setup of this cool season premium 10-litre dehumidifier. So let's get started. So this is a great versatile little machine, ideal all year round for good drying, right down to your 1 degrees, even up to 40 degrees. So it's very, very effective in just about all situations all year round. The other great thing is it's adaptable to most size rooms. For example, your smaller bathroom ensuite, right through to your large open plan lounge kitchen areas, so anything up to say 50 square metres. So let's get this thing unboxed. So now that we've got this out of the box, there's one point I wanted to mention before I go into any more detail is people can get quite confused. What's a dehumidifier? Well, basically a dehumidifier, it's a room dryer. And when it's drying that room, it's drying everything in that room. So keep it simple. People often say to us too, how long do you run it in each room? It's basically, it's as long as it takes to get the room dry. It could be a few hours to a longer period of time, depending on the size of your room, for example, through to the amount of moisture you have. Next, room positioning. As you can see, we've got this dehumidifier in our lounge area. The way it's set up at the moment, which is fine, it's facing the centre of the room. And once we turn this on, you'll see what I mean with the fact that the dry air is circulating throughout the room anyway. So that's how it's operating. It doesn't need to be on a table, by the way, you can have it on the floor. So that's fine. Another thing to remember too, you don't need to run these things 24/7. You just need to run them long enough to get the room dry, as I mentioned before. The other thing too is, you don't need to be in the same room. In fact, the way we use them is, when's the best time to dry a room, such as a bedroom? Well, during the course of the daytime, when you're not coming and going. When's the best time to do a lounge, for example? If you don't need to be in the lounge at the same time, run it at night time, when you're sleeping. And of course, to get maximum efficiency, keep those doors closed, keep the windows closed. That's the way to get this machine working most effectively. Now, let's get this thing turned on and started. Let's take the tab off the power cord and we will plug that in. I don't think we need the handle up, so we'll lower the handle. All right, let's turn this machine on. So I'll take you through the different tabs. So the first one is the on-off, so I'll turn that on. Okay, that's starting up. I'm going to explain a few other features shortly. Dry mode controls how much moisture that's being removed. So at the moment it's on low. I'll press the tab again, set it on high. Obviously high, and you can hear the sound of the fan going. It's going to dry a lot quicker and more effectively. So we always recommend high where possible. Now the next tab along is the laundry mode. I get quite excited about this because it's a fantastic bonus feature. So great for drying, for example, all the laundry on those cold, wet, miserable days. At the moment, I'll set it on saving, which is just like economy. The great feature about laundry mode is that it's not only blowing out dry air, which helps to dry everything, but it's heated dry air. So if you can imagine you've got the clothes on a clothes horse, then this is going to be drying everything on it, wherever you need it to be dry. So now if I press, instead of savings, and I press it on turbo, the warmth of that air is quite high, and that's going to really help the drying efficiency. Before I go on to the louver and the swing mode, we've got a timer. This is for your own use, of course. You can have it set for 2 hours, 4 hours, 12 hours if you wish. You're in control. But getting back to this swing, it basically controls the auto swing louvers. So if I press that, for example, you'll see this can move. The feature I like most is wide swing. Basically, It's sending all of the heated, because it's still on laundry mode, dry air directly in an arc, so it really dries the whole area where you've got this focused on. Controls where it dries. So that's working quite well at the moment, and you can see this moving. Now, before you do turn it off, just remember that the fan will continue on for a little bit longer, a few more moments, and the reason for that is it's just helping to cool down the machine. It's an excellent feature, it protects your machine. Now we'll turn this off. And of course, next up, drainage hose. This makes our continuous drainage feature. You'll note on the front of this dehumidifier, you have a water tank. And of course, when that water tank fills up, the machine stops. But if you wish to bypass that water tank, then simply use drain hose. Now, it's ideal for laundries, bathrooms, even caravans and boats. In fact, anywhere where you want to use this machine for extended periods of time. So quite simply, if I turn the machine around, you're going to see a perforated hole here. And all you need to do is easily just tap it through, maybe with a blunt instrument like a screwdriver. Very simple. One end into the hole and where it's going to connect, and the other end into a sink or other area, which is obviously downhill. For any other information, don't forget to check out our drainage hose video for any more details. Just in wrapping up, just a couple of comments on a couple of the rooms that we've mentioned, very important rooms. Firstly, the bedroom. Whilst I've already mentioned, keep those doors and windows closed when you're drying the bedroom, think about that mattress. It's going to have litres of water in it quite likely. That's how much builds up over time. So to help dry that mattress, just remove all of the linen and stuff off there. Allow this to do its job and dry that mattress out as well. You can even speed up the process by having your ceiling fan going. Just all helps. Now, the other room that's very important is your bathroom. I use this particularly myself each morning in the bathroom. On my way to getting a cup of tea, I'll turn this on, I'll put it on laundry mode, I'll put it on that turbo fan speed, close the door behind me, and while I'm grabbing that cup of tea, I'll come back. Already that bathroom is a lot warmer and also a lot drier. And of course, I'll leave it running even while I'm having a shower, but of course away from the water source. And of course, when the shower's finished, you can see the mirrors. You don't have the steam that you would normally have. And another point too is, even though we do have an extraction fan, and a lot of people don't, that moist air would normally go up into the ceiling cavity. The dehumidifier is going to prevent that moisture problem up there as well. Thank you. And for any further information, don't forget to check out our user manual and operating tips, and you'll find those in the box. And again, thank you again, very much appreciated.